it's real water. And if you kind of look at it, it's almost like if someone was crying. There's like 2 eye vents. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. This is gonna be another video editor reaction, and I'm following up to the Idol BTS video. Wow, I did not know what I was getting myself into when I dived into that one. I was totally unfamiliar with the world of K-pop. I've learned so much from your comments since then. Like, I asked who was the star in the group, and you guys really let me know that all 7 of them are the star. Some of you had your favorites, but I understand so much more about the culture and how you guys actually treat the music video. So for those of you who are like me and didn't know too much about K-pop, now I want to make it clear, like, I'm not turning my channel into a K-pop reaction channel or whatever. I just love talking about music videos and popular culture. And this video was trending #1 on YouTube when it came out. And YouTube actually came out and tweeted that it broke the 24-hour streaming record on YouTube with over 45 million views. And that was the #1 music video that has ever debuted on YouTube, which is crazy. That just shows how strong the ARMY is. And that's something else I learned, is that you guys call yourselves the ARMY, or the fans of BTS call themselves the ARMY. And I didn't know how much thought and consideration actually goes into the music videos, and that you guys have what you call theories. So the choreography all means something. They all relate to the lyrics, which I could turn on subtitles now. Everything means something. And going into it with Idol as the first music video that I react to, I didn't realize that this video was purposely supposed to be over the top. But yeah, I've learned so much about the group. So a ton of you guys said that I should react to DNA or Fake Love or some of their others. And you also told me to check out the behind the scenes that they have on their Bangtan TV channel, which I did do and I'm going to do in this video. And it's really cool to see how some of this stuff was shot. Let's take a look at the Fake Love music video from a video editor's perspective. And let's also look at some of the behind the scenes after that. There's that big hit intro. Like it. So this one came out in May 15th, only 3 months ago, and it's already at 300 million views, which is crazy. I've also learned that you guys love trying to break streaming records, and the ARMY streams the heck out of all BTS videos, which explains why they broke the record. So before, I wasn't even listening to the lyrics really that much or looking at the choreography, but now that I know a little bit more about how they actually try to put a meaning in all their videos, the flower that can't be bloomed in the dream, that is like the flower that was in the beginning in that little whatever that is, lantern or whatever, in the sand, which represents time. Also, if you pay attention to their hand movements, it all is all like has to do with, you know, supporting one up and grip and like holding on and losing grip and letting go, which you could see in the background too. The whole sculpture, whatever that is, really cool. It's like 2 people falling into what looks like an ocean or a river, or like reaching out but not holding on. Maybe I'm going too far into it. That's really cool how they blew the windows out. I'm still not exactly sure how they did that, but for most of these effects, I believe, are practical. And we can take a look at the behind the scenes actually. That's one of my favorite effects in this video, is that zoom through the keyhole, him on a black set, and then zoom out into the keyhole. So he's kind of within that keyhole, and then they zoom out even further to behind the door. It's a really cool zoom effect. And then he's in this like toy circus land, which I also read that this relates to all their other music videos and they all kind of tie in with each other, but I don't know exactly what this is referring to. See that? Like, if I didn't have the captions turned on, I wouldn't know this, but he says, talking to the mirror, who are you? And then in their choreography, they had two of them kind of mirror each other's actions. So it looks like he's talking in the mirror, but it's two different people. It looks like he's looking down on himself or on the other person. So there's that flower. It's not there anymore. Again, time, sands of time. It has something to do with time and a dream. I'm not gonna lie, this song got stuck in my head. This is a really cool transition from a video editor's perspective, how they go into that shadow of the wall and then they come out of the shadow of a wall into the next scene. Great transition. This is also really cool, how the floor collapses. Now, I believe this is just a set. If you look at the behind the scenes, you can see that he's attached onto some sort of cord or cable so he doesn't fall. But I believe that this is all a set that's actually falling, and they have the camera on an arm that just kind of follows through, so you don't have to have a person behind him. That's super cool though. That's another cool little transition. They had the phone in his hand. Now he might have actually let it go, but then it doesn't come out the other side. What comes out the other side is just sand. So there's something cool going on there. Whether they masked it out on the bottom half or they shot two different shots, one with sand, one with the phone. That's also really cool, how they go through the floor into the other scene. Now in the background it says save me. I don't know if he's trapped somewhere. What it looks like on the wall to me are a bunch of phone screens, like a bunch of phone screens lighting up, especially because he had the phone in his hand here. So maybe this is supposed to represent like how through the phone is fake. It's not like, you know, texting or whatever. It's not real. I think so. I don't know if those are just cool lights or they're supposed to look like, I think they're phones. They look like a bunch of phones on the wall. There we have again that frame blocking through the wall transition. Really cool. Alright, so I'm trying to figure out why he's sitting in a pile of Snickers. This was also in the behind the scenes. I don't really know why either, but maybe it refers to the fact that candy is sweet like love, but if you have too much of a good thing like chocolate, then you might be in a sugar coma. It's not good for you. Or it's like it fills you up, but it's not nutritious. I don't know. If you pay attention to his hoodie, like a brick in the wall on fire, I actually looked up this hoodie. It's just like a designer hoodie. And it has an interesting meaning. I don't know if they did it on purpose, but the designer of this hoodie apparently got a text message like this from an ex-girlfriend. You know, like a brick wall, you can't really talk to brick walls. So it's like they're not getting through to each other. Also, throughout the whole video, you see their hands are like reaching out, but like not holding on to anything, like losing grip. Really cool. I like notice all the use of black shadow transitions, fade to black, and then coming out of a shadow. It's a really cool way to blend two shots together. This whole set scene reminds me of something from Final Fantasy. Maybe I'm just a nerd, but there we have that same lantern or whatever light with the sand. So I don't know what it means. But sand slipping through your hands often, you know, represents time. That's really cool too. They had the shadows. Probably did that in like After Effects or something. And it unlocks this door or whatever. Peep the sound design. Alright, so this is probably one of my favorite scenes. It's real water, and if you kind of look at it, it's almost like if someone was crying. There's like two eye vents, and there's a ton of water coming out. But it's real water. You can see in the behind the scenes. They even have the camera in the behind the scenes wrapped up in a plastic bag so it doesn't get wet, which is cool. This is also real fire, but it looks like they lit a small fire just to get that lighting, but then they in post-production they put a really big explosion in. So this is not the actual explosion that's happening, but they did have an explosion happening. That's one thing I noticed. So yeah, apparently the Idol video is very exaggerated CGI that they don't, but in this video, and it's like a lot more practical, and in a lot of their videos it's a lot of like choreography, fire, ice, water. If you look at the writing on the phones, it says "save me" and other things, and I'm fine on some of them. I'm not sure what that represents. But if you notice here, the choreography too, they're gonna lose grip. So if we take a look at some of those scenes in the behind the scenes video that's available on their channel, you can see some of those things I was talking about. The water is real water on a set that they constructed, but they even have the camera on this long arm or crane type of device, and they have it covered so it doesn't get wet. You can see the fire panel that they used. It still shoots up fire, but they definitely made it a lot bigger in post-production. The phone set was really cool, whoever constructed this. Those were real Snickers. That's a lot of Snickers. Just the Snicker budget alone probably cost like $1,000. It looks like they had a whole nother scene that they didn't end up putting in the final video, with these shadowy characters and some sort of explosion. But yeah, that's my reaction to Fake Love by BTS, one of their more traditional type of videos as you guys recommended to me. I've had a lot of fun learning about this and checking it out over the past week. Like I said, I'm not definitely trying to not turn my channel strictly to like a K-pop reaction channel, but I do want to continue looking at all types of music videos, and these have definitely been very cool to check out. In the future, I still might check out other ones, or maybe even branch out to other bands like the ones that I've learned about, like NCT or 17 or Black Magic and all them. But if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like on it below, and I'd love to hear what you think in the comments, what your favorite video is, and subscribe to my channel for more and just all my future content. I would love for you guys to follow me on Instagram if you're not, at Justin Odisho. It's the best place to keep in touch with me and check out my stories and behind the scenes and send me a DM. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.